Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin, big at the CoinsKid crew. So like I relayed to you in recent weeks, I'm looking at opportunities across the board here. Now, one of the things I do try and do in this space is provide optimal entry points for you. And a few weeks ago, with the bullish divergence and the setups I was looking at across the charts, I do think it was an opportunity, and I was relaying this. I was getting quite a lot of negative comments, and so far so good. We're seeing a beautiful reaction. Now, it doesn't want to, let's not be disillusioned here, okay? It doesn't 100% mean that this is the bottom, okay? We are seeing a nice reaction, which is what I expected, but I do expect if we have any retracement, then these bottoms will be retested. But there is also another theory, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself, that we may be on the cusp of a vertical here. So I'm going to show you exactly what we need to see to increase the probability of that vertical. Okay, so this is why a few weeks ago I was taking positions, like I said to you. Basically, I took some profit way back there in April. I did flip bearish. I'd seen 5 waves up on a lot of these coins, and I relayed that message to you. Like I said to you, trying to deliver optimal entry points in this particular channel. And I've just sat and waited. I went away. I went to the Euros, went to the final, with them profits, went traveling America for 6 weeks. It was amazing. So basically, I'm looking to do the same again. If I'm correct, we found the bottom and we're coming back up and we're doing incredibly well against herd mentality here. So I've been finding opportunities for you across the board. I've been posting them in the Discord. There's one coin that I'm going to show you today that might give the game away here, that we are looking at exponential growth across this crypto market, and we may not even be in for this pullback that I expect, because what goes up must come down. I'm always looking to ride the waves with you. I've built systems and indicators and things like that, but we might be at this stage in the market right now where you got to throw them out the window. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I do need to see a little bit more structure in what we're doing, especially in the total 2 charts. So pay attention. I'll show you exactly what that is. But Dave Steve is here. Wormhole equals massive profit for me. What can I say? So a few days ago I was showing you how I find opportunities on the macro using CoinsKid.com. So that was a nice little sweet spot. Wormhole, equally AEVO, that's doing incredibly well. Across the board we're doing incredibly well. Cardano, VeChain, Bitcoin, XRP as expected is lagging because people don't respect that the fact is that's come up off a July floor in 5 waves and is just going sideways, consolidating a range. So if we do have a pullback, and it is a big if as well, if we do have a pullback, I've got targets across the board. Now I want to show you why a pullback would not be unfounded, and it is actually something I expect, but just because I expect it doesn't mean it happened, because there is a vertical in a chart that I'm looking at right now that it may be the clue that we are about to just bust a move, break all through resistance, and the pullbacks just won't come. Basically, I'm going to show you exactly what that is, but so far so good. Let me show you how to find the coins on CoinsKid.com. okay, quickly before I do dive into the macro zones right now, I'm just going to show you the trading zones on CoinsKid.com. I've developed this particular section for the CoinsKid crew. Like I said yesterday, I don't necessarily see overextension here. I don't see enough greed in this market to warrant taking profit, and equally looking at a short opportunity right here. I do expect to see the break of the high basically, and I think the clue is in what this indicator is telling us right now. So what I'm looking for is a spike like that to indicate, okay, well we've got a serious indicator here that's telling us to take some serious profit. We don't see it yet. Okay, so I'm looking for the big spike up. I think at the moment we've just got these waves that we're going through. So I've incorporated the pump and dump moon into this particular chart for you, for the CoinsKid crew. Really simple. If you take a look, moon phases. So those people that have been with the channel for a very long time know I love to trade the moon phases. So I've incorporated into this indicator as well, the 60-day cycle waves on CoinsKid.com. So clearly there, look at that. So the orange line is a Bitcoin price. We're coming up, we're getting overheated, and the market was telling us at this point, okay, we're getting a really fearful in the market. An opportunity to buy is coming. Basically, we're getting buy warnings kick in. We're spiking basically. Then at the top of that, we've got a dump moon. So as it starts to come back down, you can clearly see that although we've got the dump moon and we dumped, the indicator, the sentiment of the market in this particular section on CoinsKid.com was telling us, okay, we've got a buy warning that's kicking in just there. Okay, so we've got a buy warning and we've got a buy strong warning at 36%. So the high end of the market was telling us it was an opportunity coming. A couple of days later, bottomed, and the opportunity was there, staring us in the face. Then we came up, then we got a lovely little pump moon, continued this pump. Look, the pump moon, I think it was around about the Monday the 19th of August. Got the pump moon, continued the pump, yay. But then we got a spike, a major warning shot in the market that sells strong. And equally, the sell warning was peaking, basically. It was far outweighing the rest of the market. What happened a couple of days later? Boom, we dropped. Look at that. And then we got another dump moon. And again, as we would get the dump moon on Tuesday the 3rd of September, just like that one, we continued the dump. But then the indicator was showing us, just like here, okay, well, the fears in the market, this is actually a buy warning signal. It's a maximum entry point because 42% of the market is under the water, that basically they're not here. It's cold. And this is why you want to be buying. Really, really simple metric, okay? A couple of days later, boom, bottom, and we've been coming up ever since. Look at that. So we've got the pump moon, and then as we come into this pump moon, we're creating a spike, okay? So we had a nice little rollover, and then we're continuing. But this is why I don't think at this point, until we see another little spike as big as this, where a vast majority of we've got the sell strong and the market's completely overheated, I don't think we've got a qualification for a short opportunity or profit taking area just yet. But I think in the indicator, if we respect it and what it's proven to do so far, we're just looking for that signal, and I'll relay that to you, okay? So if you want to get involved, come to CoinsKid.com and you can look at this particular indicator created for yourself. And then obviously we've got the heat map as well. You can see all these coins pumping from the floor. Look at these. Some are dumping, so some have been in the midterm and they're dumping right now. So you've got EUL, which is pumping off the bottom. We've got NUM, which is pumping off the bottom. LOGX, never even heard of that. Pond is doing well. MX is picking up right there, and obviously Aero, AERO, look at that's taking off at the front end of the market right there. So again, come to CoinsKid.com and you can use this particular section in the trading zones. So let's take a look at the macro zones, how we find our macro opportunities, okay? So taking a quick look at the index on CoinsKid.com, just show you a simple process. I've shown this many times, and this is something I was using with Confluence my analysis that we would see a move across the market was CoinsKid.com, basically the macro greed levels. Now the micro, this is for intraday trades. Don't forget this channel, we trade crypto on this channel. On a daily time frame, we go long, we go short, whatever. But we do spot buy. We buy spot positions, hold them for the long term. But day in, day out, we are looking for longs and shorts, and we trade that. For example, in the Discord right there, we've got so many members that are posting longs and shorts and ideas and things like that, and we're jumping in and out of trades all the time, taking profit, making money against herd mentality. And this is what we do in the channel, okay? So if you are looking to trade on a daily basis and learn how to trade, most definitely check out that Discord, okay? And obviously with the Discord, it's a monthly subscription. It's amazing. I think it's one of the best spaces in crypto, to be honest with you. It's an amazing community that I've built, and you get all this with it. You get the CoinsKid site, you get the indicators, you get everything. You get so much content. I think it's an absolute steal, and if I wasn't obviously involved in it, I would absolutely be involved in it, and it's something I'm trying to relay to you. So again, I'm posting so much opportunity in there. I'm going to show you one coin right now that's incredibly bullish, and it's doing incredibly well, and it's something I expected. It's around about 40% up from the buy zone that I posted a couple of weeks ago in Confluence my analysis of this potential breakout right here. So anyway, aside from that, what I'm looking at, I created this index for you. I've been showing it the past few weeks. For example, I was showing you Cardano on this index, Chainlink, I think I've shown you earlier in the week. Just there, look at this move we're getting for Chainlink right now. It's really simple, under the 20, so we're looking to attack it, but it was brought to my attention because of this particular index. The macro greed was down here. It was in a buy warning, okay? So what we're looking for, going down the list, we've got 12 pages here. I don't index all coins. I've got just a set of coins, around about 1,300 coins at the moment that I do index, because I think there's too many coins out there that spoil the party. So, if we condensed it, I get a broader view of the market and more of a truthful view of the market. And this is what I've done, I've refined it basically just to decent coins. That's what I'm trying to convey to you. So, what we're looking for in a bull market, basically, we're getting a confirmation at the moment. Bitcoin's doing incredibly well. It's above neutral. So you're attacking that resistance zone, and in the macro greed, you're hovering above the 50 level on the weekly RSI, which is basically what this is, okay? Above neutral. It's doing incredibly well. So if we hold that, then your opportunities are really simple. You're looking for bearish coins, okay? So we click on bearish coins in the index, and we're going down the list. You've got micro greed. Obviously, in the short term, micro represents the hourly, the 4 hourly, day trading basically. But macro, they're your opportunities. They're your spot buys, basically buy and hold and sell on the next big move up. Basically, this is what I'm trying to convey to you. So if we go down the list, we've got lots of coins here. We've got DOT, LTC, Uni. So last week I was showing you, and the past few weeks I was showing you the opportunities on the coins that hadn't backtested a 20-week EMA with the opportunities. So here lie the opportunities. So you've got DOT, and I'm showing you like Cardano, Chainlink, all them coins have already done that. They've already done that. Where they've backtested a 20. Right now you got to move 9%. So for me, if you're looking for an increase of 9%, I'll be buying DOT. Really, really simple. And you found it on CoinsKid.com in macro zones in bearish coins. really simple. But if you're looking for the big holds, for example, we was looking at some coins the other day on this index, Wormhole, AVO, and they're doing incredibly well, and it was because of this index. So if we go down the list, what we're looking for is buy warnings. Look at that. So we've got one on XRD, so we'll click it and see why we've got a buy warning under the water. Okay, if you're looking for a bag, this would be a nice little bag. You've got a bullish divergence, you've got lower lows in the index right there, and you've got a level high. So you've got a nice little bullish divergence here. You're quite overextended from a 20, you know, so if you're looking for a retrace, you're looking at around about 38% on that particular coin. Going down the list again, we've got FXS. That's actually having a nice little pump this morning. Again, we're overextended from a 20. We're coming off the bottom with bullish divergence, so I would imagine this is heading towards its 20. So there's a nice little trade around about 33%. And again, you can trade all this, you can get involved, find these opportunities, really, really simple. But what we'll do, we'll go down the list, see if we see any buys. Like I said to you in the recent videos, there's not many buys because we're coming off the bottom right now. So I did convey these to you the other day. So let's find a buy. I don't think there's many left. There's one there, caps. Let's take a look at that. Why is this a buy? Because absolutely getting battered. That's a little bit risky at the moment because she's still coming down. There's no bullish divergence there, so I would not necessarily buy that at the moment until we see the bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. So that probably needs another pivot, so I would not jump into that just yet, although you are really overextended at the moment from a 20. If this comes up, it's around about 200% trade. So, you know, if you are looking to get involved in this particular coin, I would personally not look at the charts every day. If I did buy this, I would just think, okay, I'll set an alert for the 20-week EMA. It's a very similar situation here. You're coming down, but you're creating a bullish divergence at the bottom, and then boom, you're coming back up there, and you tag the 20. So you could see a massive move like this on this particular coin. If it starts to reverse here, comes off the bottom and smashes up, it could do incredibly well. Caps. But for me, I won't buy that in a minute because I think it's too volatile and it could drop again. But anyway, aside from that, let's find another coin. What we've got, any more buys here? That's what I said to you the other day. There's not many buys left in this market going forward here because we're coming off the bottom. So what we've got, page 4, let's take a look. We've got a couple of buys here. We've got Tenet and Type. Let's have a look at Tenet. What is this coming off? It's coming off nicely there on the 4-hourly at the moment. If we look at the weekly, wow, you're really under the water. Look how oversold it is down there. So again, you know, if you're looking to just bag hold and sell on a move up, 423% for this particular project. What even is this? Tenet, let's have a look at that. What is this? Market cap of 2.428 million. It's really under the water. Now, you know, in a bull market, these things just pop out of nowhere. And these are opportunities, you know, you use small caps and micro caps. These are what do your 100x's. But I'm not saying this is going to do 100x. But these are the opportunities in this bull market. If Bitcoin's breaking bullish and goes sideways and consolidates, your micro caps catch up. So, you know, I would imagine we're looking at least a 10x out of that. But, you know, again, it's a bag hold. It's something you buy and don't look at the charts every single day. You can get this on Bybit, KuCoin, BitGet, MEXC, BingX. All the links are in the video description. Tenet, it's getting absolutely smashed up. No one wants to know about it. These are the opportunities to me, the micro caps in bull markets. But again, if you do jump into this particular coin, don't go all in, don't go in with your life savings, only invest what you can afford to lose, okay? So that's basically how you find the opportunities on CoinsKid.com in the bearish coins section right there. Coins that have just absolutely got the foot on the red and can't get the red above water. Let me dive into the chart right now that I think is giving the game away that we may be looking at a vertical here. So a few weeks ago, I was looking at many charts to find confluence in my analysis of this next leg up. And, you know, I did post this particular setup in the Discord right now. And, you know, it's had an amazing move so far. I think it's almost 40% up off that position right there. Because what we've done in this particular chart is what we've done before. So I'll go through it with you in the actual chart today. But when we're finding bottoms and things like that, what I do look at is many other charts to find confluence of the potential bottom right there. Okay, so I think with the reaction of this chart so far, there is a case that we are on the cusp of a vertical. Okay, so I don't want to get too excited until I start to see another thing in another chart, which I'll show you as well in this video. But, you know, this is why you need to get involved in the Discord, because it's so much easier for me to post setups. For example, this was posted a few weeks ago in the Discord altcoin section right there. We had a good time on that first God candle backtest with GRT. Time to go again to the second before the big bear market is here. Okay, so I think we've got this expanding diagonal here, 5-wave move up, some kind of broadening wedge. And from this bottom here in 2022, look at that, we've come all the way up in 2023, sorry, we've come all the way up in a 1, in a 2, in a 3, in a potential 4, in a final 5th wave. So some kind of broadening ascending wedge, which is basically a bearish pattern, although obviously it's bullish coming upstairs. I think once we tag this second God candle backtest, because that's pretty much what we've done just there, we've found the 5 waves down. Once we tag that, that's it, game over. And that equally be confluence at the top being in. So possibly confluence at the bottom being in, bottom being in, bottom being in. Right now we look at the top there, and the top there. Really, really simple technical analysis. The invalidation is breaking down below the white ascending trend line. We've had an amazing reaction. Let me actually show you that particular chart for GRT right now. So looking at GRT then, it was a really simple picking process. Now, a few weeks ago when I was looking at the structural bottoms across the board, you know, the W bottom pattern, like I've said to you, it's a perfect bottom pattern, and we're starting to see this across the board. If this is a double bottom pattern like this again, it's not necessarily an ascending triangle, then it's doing exactly what it's done before. Okay, we're doing exactly what we've done off that bottom and that bottom on this neckline. So it's amazing, and this is something I relaying to you in the Discord and, you know, the Twitter right there. So what we've got is a beautiful double bottom breakout, double bottom breakout, potentially double bottom breakout. So this chart holds all the clues, and this is what I do. If I spot bottoms or I spot tops, I always look at other charts, not just the chart I'm looking at. I'll look for confluence in many other charts, because obviously, you know, this chart will only come up if the market's going up. It'll only come down if the market's going down. It all works in tandem basically. So what we've got here is a huge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunity, which I relayed to the CoinsKid crew at the time. Equally on the way down here, if you take a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunity, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunity. You know, this is what I do. You know, the 5-wave counter, it's boss. Get it into your charts. We've traded it so many times across the board on so many coins. You see 5 waves down, you're in. You see 5 waves up, you're out. Really, really simple. Just steer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all out. Confluence analysis way back there in March and April, which I was relaying to you, we're seeing 5 waves up and across the market here, guys. This is not where you buy. This is the maximum risk entry point. This is your maximum exposure. This is your maximum, you know, get involved in crypto, because you've got 5 waves down, although obviously it doesn't feel like it. So what I'm looking at right now, this chart will hold all the clues. If it starts to roll over like this, then we're not bullish, okay? And it's some kind of fake out, we're not looking at opportunity across the board. But if this continues, we're getting a lovely W bottom break like we did there and like we did there. So there's no reason, just respecting the data right now, that we shouldn't be looking at target on this white trend line once more. Now, why have I got these orange lines in? Really, really simple. You know, way back here, we ran to this resistance, come back in 5 waves, made this high low. I was relaying this opportunity last year in the Discord, just like I'm relaying this opportunity right now, that we should come up into this orange line at least before, you know, thinking about taking profit. Really simple. And the reason is because just here, we've got this support that was lost in a God candle backtest, and boom. You know, we've come up to that double top drop, we've come back down. So the next target, if this is indeed breaking bullish and we start to see a vertical over the next few months here leading into the year, okay, then we should in theory just be respecting data in this chart to get us to that next yellow line, which is basically your double top drop way back there in December of 2021. God candle backtest that's not complete, so we're looking to complete that. So the first one's been tagged, we've made a high low to this particular low, and right now we're looking to tag that. So I'm looking for the invalidation right now in this particular chart, and I just don't see it. What I see is a perfect little play, and this chart may be revealing all. If we continue to show here, we should be on the cusp of a vertical, just here like we were there and just like we were there. Okay, so I'm looking for 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, increase qualification of a get out scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase qualification of get out scenario, and I'll relay that message to you in time. So keep an eye on GRT. I think it's a beautiful little chart, and it'll hold all the clues for us going forward. Okay, so basically what I'm looking at is that particular level there, and let's just start to see a little bit more data in this particular chart. That's where I'm looking to exit this position around about 0.8315. So it's around about 600 move, 600% move for myself from this low here. Okay, let me dive into the Bitcoin chart right now to show you what I'm looking at. So quickly before I do dive into the Bitcoin chart, sorry to annoy you. I know a lot of you just come here for the Bitcoin analysis, and I do apologize, but I'm just always looking for, you know, reasons and ways to make you money in this space, and this is what I'm primarily focused on. I've built them systems for you, and I'm always dragging as much confluence in my analysis as I possibly can for you. Okay, so what I'm looking at right now is only a few weeks ago that I relayed to you, you know, why I was taking a position on Bitcoin, because of this neckline retest, and look at that, we've seen a positive reaction. Now it's equally the same reason I'll be looking to take profit on that long right there, and potentially look at some kind of swing opportunity as well with Bitcoin and possibly the crypto market, you know, and increased probability of a short op. Don't quite see overextension on them indicators that are created for yourselves just yet on CoinsKid.com. I relayed that to you earlier in the video, and I think that one of the major factors could be with confluence in them, you know, indicators being overextended, the wave indicator right there. It could be equally, you know, finding support on this particular trend line, because this is where Bitcoin corrects when we have support on this trend line for the dominance. Okay, look at that, boom, corrects. Look at that, correct. So this is what I'm looking at. So this is why I'm not necessarily entertaining a short at the moment, and this is something I relayed to you all week. A lot of people are going short at this level, things like that, because obviously you run into resistance, stop loss, pivot high. But that particular scenario is actually played out right now, where we busted through that high, and a lot of people would have been stopped out basically. So I'm looking at a potential confluence in this particular chart, as well as the other extension in the waves indicator right there, that we may have a short upcoming soon once we find support on this neckline. So keep an eye on this, the dominance chart. Okay, let's dive into the Bitcoin chart right now. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, last year, look at this, beautiful 1 2 3 4 5, get out, ABC, 1 2 3 4 5, get out, ABC, or WXY, whatever you call it. So we're looking at a continuation here, running to this resistance, high, low, boom, see you later. So if this is indeed the bottom of the correction right now, then that's my next target for you. At minimal, I'm looking at around about $96,280. The invalidation, unfortunately, is in the charts. Obviously, we don't want it to get invalidated, because obviously it's easier to make money in a bull market than it is a bear market, and we don't necessarily want to enter a bear market at this point. Okay, now what we're looking for, obviously bear markets offer opportunity, corrections do. You buy in the floor, you buy more, things like that, but you can always be buying falling knives, and you don't necessarily know where the bottom is. Okay, but what I'm looking at, if this is a bullish flag like this, come up like this, consolidating a range, looking for the continuation, it's on there, it's on that target, and we've got a clue, because this is a bull flag from the peak to the trough of that bull flag, and right now you've got your last level of resistance just there, boom. This is your last support of the flag. You're coming up in a resistance, high or low. You're looking to break bullish, a little bit of confluence. That all you're doing is doing something like you did there. Coming back in the flag, boom, boom, see you later. You're looking to break out. So I think that one of the biggest clues we can see in the Bitcoin chart is really simple. This neckline on the weekly, which is where we keep getting rejected, we start to close that out. We start to take that out. Okay, you're breaking out of a bull flag just there, okay, or whatever you want to call it, a falling wedge, whatever you want to call it. It's just, in my book, it's a continuation pattern. The invalidation, really simply, we roll over, we break below this level of support, which we keep holding like an absolute boss, then we've not got this bullish pattern. We're not looking at continuation, and you've entered a bear market at that point. But people telling you that you've entered a bear market at this point without any substance other than emotion is talking at the bumhole. Okay, so obviously we can do, but at the minute I think given the structures that I'm looking at the moment, I've just got to respect the data, and this is what I relay to you. So really simply, 1 2 3 4 5, get out, ABC, 1 2 3 4 5, get out, correction, ABC, WXY, whatever you want to call it. So we're looking for the confirmation of the break and the confirmation of the bottom by coming up and taking out the structure of this resistance pattern, and then taking out, holding support, boom, we're on that target. So that target is really simple. It's 1.2, it's a 1.272 fib, which is basically a minimal target of a next impulsive wave. So what I've taught you over the years, really simple. Your first wave, it's the 1.618, you come back, 2.618, you come back, and then you run out of steam. So that's where I'm looking at. On the bigger macro move, we could be looking at a minimal target around about 1.272 at 96711 for Bitcoin going forward, and we should see it in theory, if this is a bottom, we'll see it in basically 5 waves, 1 2 3 breaks of resistance, 4 5, boom. We see 5 waves at that point, just like 1 2 3 4 5 there, and 1 2 3 4 5 there. It's increased probability to get out. The bearish scenario, really simply, we break down, loses center level support, that's ultra bearish going forward. Okay, but this is why I remain bullish from this point here, and it's overlapping corrective waves, which I relay to you every single day. People saying no way, you know what we're talking about, and things like that. Okay, it's the opposite of this. You're coming down, you've got a flag coming back up, that's bearish. You've not got a flag coming back up, it's a flag coming back down. You're coming up, flag coming back down, continuation. You're coming down, flag coming back up, continuation. Really simple to see. Okay, so I love patterns. I pattern trade with you all the time. So I'm looking at right now, break this trend line, super bullish, lose this trend line, super bearish. This is your bull market support for me, 52669. So I don't see any reason at the moment to be too concerned about a bear market being here. Okay, I think a bear market's potentially coming after a 1 2 3 4 5 wave move up. So if we see a 1 2 3 4 5 up here, into that neckline just there, okay, I'll become incredibly bearish, because we've got 5 macro waves, and at that point, you've got to become bearish. Here, 1 2 3 4 5, become bullish, 1 2 3 4 5, become bearish. Really simple. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. I think there's a possible micro short coming up soon. I'll keep you updated as best I can. Okay, take care everyone. Back to a new update on Bitcoin. Bye bye.